Hello guys, this is Sanjay Shinoy from Team Digital Deepak and welcome to this brand new video. In this video, we'll be learning about what link velocity is. In the previous videos, you have already seen how to build backlinks, what are backlinks and what are the few ways you can build backlinks to your website. I get asked this question quite often on the forums as to how fast or how slow should you be building your backlinks to your website. And I honestly felt that this is a great question because this is where the concept of link velocity comes into the picture. So I will be going through a quick brief video about link velocity. This is a very important thing to keep in mind. I'll tell you exactly why this is so important in terms of lying well within the guidelines of Google. So let's dive into link velocity and find out what it is. So, what is link velocity? Simply put, link velocity is basically the rate at which your website receives backlinks over time. So, what does this mean? So, to put it into a very crude manner, it means that per month or per week or per day, how many backlinks is your website attracting? Now, why is this so important? For you to understand this, a little bit of history is very important. A few years ago, say about 10 years ago, what used to happen was considering links were a huge ranking factor. It still is, but the ranking factor of links was much stronger back in the days. What the webmasters used to do to manipulate the rankings is to build a lot of links in a very short period of time, and this would help them rank very thin content websites or websites that do not deserve to be ranked in the first page of Google. So once this started happening, Google introduced link velocity as a ranking factor in itself. So that if a particular website is receiving too many backlinks, too many low quality backlinks over a short period of time, then it would attract a penalty. And this penalty came in the form of Penguin, and a lot of websites were penalized part of the Penguin update rollout. So link velocity is pretty important. I will tell you exactly why it is so important. Let's find out. So why should you care about link velocity? Building too many links, especially low quality links, can almost attract a penalty in the form of a Penguin penalty, and this is something that you would not want to happen, because once you're hit with a penalty, it is very difficult for you to get out of it. And sometimes what happens is sometimes Google might de-rank you and put you in below the 10th page or something like that, or sometimes it might go ahead and de-index your website altogether. Now this is a situation where we would not want to find ourselves in, and which is why it is very important to keep a close eye on link velocity and to keep yourself well within Google's guidelines. So the most important reason why you should be keeping an eye on link velocity is simply not to attract a penalty. And let's look at it in a very commonsensical manner, and it is pretty obvious that once your website is new, the number of pages that a website has or the number of pieces of content a website has is much lower. So the only places you can link to is to the home page, and if you build a lot of links at a very short period of time, especially to new websites, then you'll have very few opportunities to link to, which kind of makes it suspicious to anybody for that matter, and definitely to Google, because why would any website just randomly link to the homepage, that too at an alarmingly fast rate? So that does not make sense, and which is why, especially when you're starting off, you'll have a lot lower opportunities to link back to. What I mean by saying this is that there will be very little content on your website, so you might not have enough content on your website to gain links from. So as simple as that. So over a period of time, if you spread it over a few months, parallelly you can keep on building content on your website. Not only can you interlink your content, then you can also go ahead and build links to those inner pages also. So this will make your backlink profile look very natural, and that is exactly what you should be aiming for also. A decent link velocity should always be mimicking the natural progress of any website's backlink profile. So if it is manipulated, or if you're trying something that you shouldn't be doing, or if you're using tools that you shouldn't be using to get a lot of backlinks, it is obvious that it is not natural and it is not organic, and that's not how it looks for a natural website. So this is exactly what you should be aiming for, to make it look as natural and organic as possible. I'll quickly jump into Ahrefs and show you how digitaldebug.com's the backlink profile looks like, and this will give you an idea as to what a natural link velocity will look like. So I am in Ahrefs right now. If you want to, you can go ahead and pay for this tool and use it yourself. It's a great tool. I highly recommend this tool, especially for SEO purposes. If you can't afford to pay for it, they have a free trial which gives you access to almost all their features. So go ahead and sign up for a free trial, and this should be more than enough. So what I'm using in Ahrefs is the Site Explorer, and I put in digitaldebug.com to see how the links are built over a period of time. As you can see here, there are 465 links that have been built over the entirety of the blog's existence. But if you scroll down a little bit, you can see this nice little graph which actually shows you the link velocity of the Digital Deepak's blog. So about a year ago, which was 23rd October 2016, this blog had about 162 backlinks, and now it has got about 342, which is almost double than what it started off with. But what you need to notice here is the nice incline of the graph, which looks very, very natural. If it is unnatural, what would it look like is it would start off somewhere here and it just like go like that, go up, right up like that. So obviously that is not something very natural, and this is something naturally built over a long period of time, and this is what you should be aiming for. This is how if you graphically represent your backlink profile, this is how it should be looking, and this is a very good example of natural backlink building over a period of time. So keep this in mind. This is something what you should be aiming for in terms of increasing the number of backlinks, and if you do all the right things, obviously you will be like, in fact, if I click on all time, you will see that this looks way more natural. It started off at around 2012 and with about just 14 backlinks, and it slowly grew all the way to about 400 backlinks right now. So again, very, very natural. And look at the curve here. I think he lost a few backlinks here for various reasons, but he picked it up again. And again, these are all the things that happen naturally for a website, dropping off links or losing of links, and all of that happens. And this is how a very natural graph looks like. So aim for this and you should be fine. Now you might be asking yourself, so if this is such a big deal, what should be my ideal link velocity? What is the rate at which I should be building backlinks for my website? Now this is a very generic question, and it does not have a blanket answer, sorry to tell you that, but fairly simply because, like, for example, if your website is a little older, if it already has a few backlinks, then you can like accelerate a little bit more. But if it's a brand new website, what I've done is I've put across a nice guideline. This is kind of the guideline which I use personally for myself also, and it has definitely helped me in not getting penalized by Google. And I feel that you will also be in the safer side, below the radar, if you follow this particular guideline in terms of the link velocity that you should be maintaining. So the first month you will be building about 10 to 20 links. Anyway, I've given you a list of links that you can already start building links to your website for, and obviously it'll ideally be to your homepage. And the kind of links that I've given you also would not allow you to link back to any particular pages. It is more like information which you're putting out there in terms of the website. So this is perfect. So month 1 will be just about 10 to 20 links, and month 2 would be you'd increase it a little bit and push it to about 20 to 30 links. By this time you would have a little bit of content also on your website, and you will have a few internal pages that you can link to also. Month 3, you will ramp it up a little bit more. Again, you will mix it up between the home page and internal pages, and you should be aiming for 30 to 40 links. Month 4 is when things start changing a little bit and you need to focus a lot more on the internal pages, and this is where you need to start focusing more on internal pages, simply because try to understand this. If someone is trying to build links for anything for that matter, they will link out to something which is informational, and if it is your website also, if it's your homepage also, it's fine, but try to use branded keywords for that or just put in naked URLs. But if you're putting into internal pages, you can play around with a little bit of anchor text and all of those things. So month 4 you would be aiming to build about 50 to 60 links. Month 5 is when you'll ramp things up. You'll be aiming to build about 75 links per month from henceforth. Now you are pretty much in the safe zone. You have built a lot of backlinks already. You've built close to about 200 backlinks so far, and now you're pretty much in the zone where you can start experimenting with your backlink profile and your link velocity as such. So which is why you can build as many links as possible, but keep in mind, aim for high quality backlinks. So the more high quality backlinks you get, so you will eventually realize that the number of quality backlinks out there is very minimal, and to get these links will be very, very difficult for you also, and your link velocity might actually drop, and this might actually be very natural and work in your favor. So try to build as many as possible from month 6, and that this particular guideline should help you in staying safe from Google's penalties and algorithmic updates. And also it acts very natural. Also it gives you a very natural backlink profile and a natural link velocity for your website. So go out there and try to build links according to this. I'll be sharing more ideas in terms of how you can build links to your particular blog. You already have a bunch of resources in terms of building backlinks. So go out there and build a few of them using this particular guideline, and we'll be learning on getting more and more links for your blog or your website in the future videos. I hope you liked this video. I hope you found this informational. If you have any feedback, feel free to email me. You can also drop in a comment in the comment section, or you can post on the Facebook group. That's it for this video. I'll be seeing you in the next one.